Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe down below. I'm Britta and this is Carly.
Hi.
Sorry we're sitting so close together. This is like a new setup and we have a lot of stuff around us.
Yeah, but
we'll manage. Today we're going to be doing our highlighter collection video. Everyone really liked our eyeshadow palette collection videos, so we want to keep doing those with all of our products. And we have a lot of highlighters, we thought we'd like continue on with that. And the format is we'll go through each one and we'll swatch them if we feel like it's necessary. If it's something more popular, we might not, because you've probably seen it everywhere. And we'll do a little review. So we'll tell you like which ones you should invest in, which ones we wouldn't really purchase again. Okay, so to start with the palette we both have, this is the Smashbox Spotlight palette in Pearl. This was in collaboration with Casey Holmes, who is our all-time favorite YouTuber. We love her, so we both bought it. It has 3 shades, one lighter one like medium one, and then one that has like extra glitter in it. I swatched them on my hand here. I don't know if you can see. I hope you can. We both really only use the middle one. Yeah, we don't like glittery highlighters. We should actually say that from the beginning, so we don't own any. Or if we do, we'll say we don't recommend it. We definitely like more natural looking and more of like a sheen on your face. Like metallic. Like a metallic, not so glittery. And then this one is a little too white for my liking. Yeah, same. So I definitely love the middle shade. The middle one's so good. Honestly, it's called Crank It Up. Yeah, but just to use one, I don't know if I would buy it again. I don't know if I'd buy it again. But we love Casey. Yes, we love her. Okay, next up are the Ofra highlighters. We have, well, I have 3, Carly has 2. One is shattered. So this one is, we'll just go one by one. This one's the Beverly Hills highlighter. So overall, we love Ofra highlighters. They're very metallic, super intense, but you can't kind of sheer them out. So we sheer them out. We like to like more like sheer them to make them a little less intense. But really, really great quality. Also kind of breakable though, as Carly's is like sitting there smashed. So this is the Rodeo Drive, or no, this is Beverly Hills. We wouldn't recommend this. I think the idea is really cool that you could use different shades in here, but I just think it's very impractical. Yeah, like I only really like this shade. So you gravitate towards one and then I feel like the rest are just neglected. And I tried to mix them and it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great in my opinion either. So yeah, this is a pass. A pass for sure. This is they did a collaboration with Dupe That. And this is You Do You. This one's really pretty. I've had this for a long time, actually. Yeah, I got rid of that one and I kind of regretted it. It's pretty. It's like a true pink shade. I could swatch it. Or no, not pink. Why did I say that? Peach. It's like a light peach shade. You can see that. It's a little bit duochrome. And a little dark for our skin tone. Yeah, but it's very, very pretty and one of the most natural looking highlighters they make. My favorite is this is my favorite too, Rodeo Drive. Yeah, mine just shattered on a trip. I put it in my luggage. I mean, I just love like the look of this too. It's very picture ready. This is like a gold champagne, so pretty. This is my favorite for sure. Would recommend this one out of all of them. Yes. Okay, next up is our collection of Wet n Wild highlighters. We did a video a while back. That's actually our most watched video on all the Wet n Wild highlighters and like our reviews. Since then, I've gotten rid of some, and then we've also picked up some others. So we'll just do a quick little review. Our favorites are the Mega Glow highlighting powders. The 2 shades we love are Precious Petals and Golden Flower Crown, which is one of the new ones. We're just watching them. Precious Petals is like a light rose gold, and then Golden Flower Crown is a pale gold. They're both really beautiful. Really, really pretty. I feel like Precious Petals is the one I wear the most. Yeah, it's still our #1. Yeah, I love this. They are the most like sheeny, non-chunky highlighters of the bunch. So pretty. I highly recommend these. And then the gold bar, which came out last holiday season, and they just brought it back. We actually saw it in Walgreens. I've seen it at CVS also. Okay, so that's swatched right next to these. Similar shade to this, what is this, Golden Flower Crown? Yeah. But it's definitely more metallic. I don't know, we don't like it as much. It's not as much of a creamy formula. No, it's definitely not as creamy and a little more warm, so it doesn't really work with our skin tone super well. And then this one is Boozy Brunch, and it comes in this huge, I hate this packaging. I know, I got rid of it because it was big. Too much. Yeah. And yeah, this one is the most metallic out of all of them, I would say. And it's like a true gold, so it's a bit dark for our skin in the winter time, but it's very, very pretty and intense. If you are looking for a more intense highlight, would recommend this since the pan size is massive. massive. So next up are e.l.f. highlighters. This is their Blush Gems shade, and these are their baked highlighters. I'm sure you've seen so many people talk about this on YouTube, how when you first get it, it's really rough on the top and you have to break down a layer. I like this, but I never really use it. I don't know. I just think the shade is very pretty for sure, and it's a good, like, normal highlighter.
Yeah, but it's not something I reach for a lot.
I had Moonlight Pearl in this one and I got rid of it because it was just too hard to work with in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I picked up the e.l.f. HD highlighting powder, which I think is only available online. I've never seen it in a store, in a Target, and they just released 2 more shades. I like this a lot more than the baked formula. I can swatch it. It's a lot smoother to me, and it does leave a really pretty sheen on your face. The only thing is sometimes it can look a little powdery in my opinion, so I don't reach for it that much. I don't know if I would repurchase this. Honestly, no, with all the other highlighters that we'll talk about that we really love. But if you're on a budget and you need like a good quality highlighter, it's definitely good. It's good. So, and this is the shade Starlight Glow. Okay, so we have 3 highlighters from J.Cat Beauty. They actually sent us some other highlighters. I don't know, one of them was really white, so it was too pale for our skin. We didn't keep, so we kept the shades that we did like. This one I'd actually purchased a long time ago. It's considered a baked bronzer. It's the Golden Soleil. And this one is like really, really natural looking. Like, I mean, I don't even know if you can see it on my hand, but it just gives you like a super, super pretty sheen. So this is still my favorite, even though it's not considered a highlighter technically. It's just very natural. You could almost use this to set under your eyes if you really wanted to glow. So I love that. I love the formula. And then these are their You Glow Girl baked highlighters. This is the shade Moonlight. This is very, very pretty. Like, they're very creamy, good quality for drugstore for sure, but also very metallic. So it's more of a yellow gold, which is interesting. They have like obviously interesting shades. So I really do like this. Don't reach for it often because the shade is so unique, but it's good quality for sure. And then this one is Bella Rose, and I just feel like I needed like a pinky purple highlighter in my collection. And I know it looks super intense on the skin, but it's actually really, really pretty on the face super pretty if you sheer it out. And so this is, I don't know, I still think that the baked bronzer is my favorite because it's more everyday use, but this is like my most unique highlighter, and I really love the formula. And J.Cat is just like, yeah, the formula is really good for the drugstore, so recommend these for sure. And we didn't really say this before, but first we're talking about the highlighters we both have, and then we'll kind of like split them up and each talk about them because we obviously don't have the exact same collection. So next up is the Laura Geller, what is it called? Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey.
This was our first highlighter ever.
Yeah, this is like a YouTube made me buy it. Definitely, yeah, our first highlighter purchase. It's so, I rarely wear it because it's so metallic.
It's
like,
a beautiful eyeshadow though.
Yeah, I mean, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
A little dark for our skin, and I just don't really like this bold of a highlight anymore.
Yeah.
But I want to say I love their packaging. I love this pan size.
Yeah,
I like how small it is.
Me too.
I don't love these big highlighters. You're never going to go through these highlighters.
Yeah.
And so it's nice when they're small like this because then they tend to be a little less expensive and they take up less space. Okay, next up is the Jouer highlighter we both have in the shade Citrine. This is one of my most used highlighters. 100% recommend. Love the formula. It's super smooth and it like, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Like,
it really is.
So metallic on the skin, but on the face, it still looks very natural.
Yeah,
it blends in because it's so powdery. Like, don't travel with this because it will break.
Yeah.
But it's so powdery, so it like blends in with your skin instead of laying on top of it. It's so
like I just
blended that on my hand so seamlessly. Like, normally when you swatch, your swatch is just stuck like that.
Yeah.
Like, this is so thin that it just
beautiful.
melts. It's one of our favorites.
Yeah, for sure. Worth the splurge.
This is my most used highlighter, and funny enough, it's my cheapest. I think this is $3.
I think so too.
I keep this one on my everyday makeup table because it just is so good for everyday. I don't even know if you can see it because it's so natural.
It is.
But it just gives like the most natural glow, natural sheen to your face that when I'm wearing like only a crease color, I can wear this. When I'm wearing like a more bold eye like today, I could wear this. So I think it's just the most versatile, I would say.
It kind of has the same texture as Jouer, where it's like
so finely milled that it just blends into your skin and you can just blend it out so nicely.
It's so pretty.
And for $3, it's so good. Next up is the Milani Instant Glow Powder.
Strobe Light.
And this is, oh yeah, Strobe Light Instant Strobe Powder. And this is 02 Day Glow. These are super metallic, so honestly, I would personally not repurchase. It's just not, like when we say we like metallic, we like there to be a sheen. We don't want it to be super like bold.
We don't want it to look like it's a separate element of your face.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like we like our highlighters to blend in with our skin and just make you look like you have a glow. Not like you're like beaming up light.
But if you're really into metallic highlights, I highly recommend these. The other issue I don't like with these is the shade selection. They all lean really warm to me. So even this one, like it looks orangey to me. I don't know what it is.
Again, could be a good eyeshadow.
Could be a good eyeshadow, but wouldn't repurchase.
Okay, next up is the Antimum. We can never say that.
Antonym. Why can't I say that? This is their highlighting blush in Cheek Crush, and they sent this to us, and we love their powder products. They're an all-natural brand, which is awesome. This packaging is so pretty, and this is just like a really beautiful peachy champagne shade, I would say. We use it more as like a blush topper.
Yeah, it's like a blush topper,
It's
but
so
you could
pretty.
just use it as a highlight. It looks very natural on the skin, blends really, really nicely. In the packaging, although bulky, is really cute.
Gorgeous.
So,
It's so pretty.
and you can feel good about putting this on your skin because it's pretty natural. I don't think it's 100%. It's 99.09% natural.
I mean, the ingredients list is real tiny.
Yeah,
For a
so-
makeup item.
if you're into that, check this out.
Okay, talking about ColourPop highlighters next, we each have one. I have Flexitarian and Britta has
have
Wiz.
Wiz.
Flexitarian is one of my favorite highlighters I own. I highly recommend this one.
Yeah, I prefer that one. That's like my favorite.
But it's
too.
like, again, like, we're like, oh, we don't like vibrant highlights.
That's
This is
the
the
only
most
one.
vibrant thing I've ever
Yeah.
seen in my life. It literally looks white on your skin.
It does.
But once you like put it on, I mean, it looks intense, but in the best way possible. It's so hard to describe. You can like see it in the pan. It's just
It's like
pure
opalescent.
metallic. Yeah.
And this is Wisp. It's more of like a gold champagne. It's a bit dark for my skin tone, so I don't wear it as often as I like. But I really love the formula of these. You can dab them on with your fingers super easily. You can even
use
put
a-
it on the eye really quickly.
Yeah, a brush or a beauty
Yeah,
sponge.
we definitely recommend the Super Shock highlighter. Next up is Maybelline. I have the... By the way, I think it's funny, we said we weren't going to swatch these all, and we've been swatching them all.
I know.
So we
It's
hope
kind
that
of
you can
addicting.
see them. It is addicting. I have glitter all over my hands. This is the Maybelline Master Strobe Strobing Stick in the shade 200 in medium nude glow. See, I didn't want to get I'm trying to like show you. Now it's just, I'm painting in my hand. I didn't want to get the pink one, but like medium, it was frustrating because you don't
Not
want to
good
get
shades.
Yeah, you don't want to get light because it's pure pink, and then you don't want to get medium because it's too dark. So although I really enjoy this formula because it is so natural looking on the skin, I never use this because it's too dark for my skin tone. So I wish they would come out with more shades, but it's a good formula.
I kind of feel the same way about this. Also, this is you probably know what it is because it's so popular. It's the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. They actually just released 2 more shades. This is so metallic, so again, not really our speed, but I feel like I'll wear it a lot during the holidays because it's like a pure like yellow gold. And honestly, if you are really sheer with it, it can be really pretty and the color isn't too dark, but right now it does look a little too dark on my skin tone.
I want to try the rose gold
really
one,
similar
though.
to Gilded Honey.
Yeah.
So I really like the formula. I do recommend it. It's so affordable. I just like to be a little more gentle with my application, so it's not too metallic and so it's not too dark, but overall it's a beautiful formula. It's awesome. Okay, next up, this is one of the first highlighters I ever bought too. This is Mary Luminizer from the Balm. It's just like a really, I love their formula. Yeah, it's just like a very natural, it's a true champagne shade. Very natural sheen, once again, melts into the skin. And I think that's why I bought this one like first when I first started using highlighter, because I just heard such good things and it looks good on everybody. And I don't use this enough, to be honest. I really enjoy this. I would definitely recommend this. And they do have other shades, and they are releasing a brand new shade that looks so pretty. But the formula on here is so finely milled, really beautiful.
The other two shades I truly think are they would look really good on deep skin tones, but they're really dark. So like this is the only one that I think could work for light to medium skin tones. So I'm excited to try their new shade because I think it's on the lighter end. So I have two Dose of Colors highlighters. First of all, this is one of my favorite highlighting formulas. I think that it's phenomenal if you haven't tried them. The first one I have is I See You Baby. Interesting. It's like a really pale gold. It's almost white. This is a really interesting formula. It's hard to describe. It almost feels like a cream, and so I love it because it stays in place, but I definitely always go over my application with a beauty blender to kind of like make sure it's blended out. But these just give the most beautiful sheen to your face. This one is super light.
How many times can we say sheen, by the way?
I know. This one is super light, like I said, almost looks white, but it has a similar effect as Flexitarian does, where because it's so white and bright, it just like brightens like your cheekbones and the bridge of your nose, and I just really love the effect it gives. And then this one is my favorite. It is the most unique highlighter I have in my collection. It's called Dream On, which I love the name too, and it looks pure pink in the pan, but it's like a duochrome purple pink.
That's really similar to this J.Cat one.
And every time I wear it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love this. I need to wear it more, because normally I'd be like scared of something like this, but it just looks beautiful on your skin. It's so hard to describe, but it's just this beautiful like pearly pink. I think the reason it works is because it has purple in it, and purple just looks really good on a lot of skin tones, and it like has a brightening effect. So love both of these. Their shades aren't very like nude or like neutral, so I wish that they would release one like nude champagne shade, because I'd wear it almost every day because I love the formula. But regardless, I highly recommend these. I can't remember how much they are.
We'll link everything.
Yeah, but they're worth the money.
I'm gonna go through this really fast because I know a lot of you probably have this. This is the Becca highlighter in the shade Opal. It's like has a cult following. I think, was this their first shade? Was Opal, or is just like the most popular?
It was one of their, I think they had like an original 4, which I believe it was out of.
This, I love the packaging, by the way, and this is very, very finely milled, but also very metallic. So I think this is my favorite metallic looking highlight for sure, because it's very easy to blend out and you can go in with a very light hand. And I'll wear this on days when I do like a similar like smoky eye situation. This is my go-to. So I definitely recommend this. I love their highlighters. I think they're really great quality because they're so finely milled.
And they come in mini sizes now.
They do, like around the holidays.
Yeah, so they're like $19, I think. So
you can try it.
Next up is, we were sent this, we did not buy it because we're so cheap, but it is the Burberry Rose Gold No. 4 Fresh Glow Highlighter. Literally in love with this.
So pretty.
It is the one, I can't even talk. One of the prettiest highlighting formulas I've ever tried in my entire life. The shade Lighter, like I almost want to buy. It must be, I don't know what number it is, but
3 maybe?
This is like the second lightest shade, and it is so metallic.
It almost looks like wet. Like
yeah,
it almost looks like gives your face a glossy.
Yes, like a glossy wet look, which is my dream highlighter. And actually the shade matches, it like matches my skin tone.
Yeah.
It is perfect. This highlighter is amazing. It's actually really similar to the middle shade of the Casey Holmes palette.
Yeah, it is.
Which is why we love that palette. So, oh my gosh, can't recommend this enough. I know it's expensive, but even the packaging, it's so nice and it's really sturdy. And I think it's worth the money. I'm just gonna say it. I think it's worth it. Yeah.
Next up is a highlighter from Pretty Vulgar. This is called Shimmering Swan Highlighter Glimmers of BS. First of all, I hate this packaging. I think it feels so cheap.
I
like,
know.
not only does it look cheap, it feels like toy plastic makeup. It's so bad. And I don't know. I tried this once and it's not for me. It's like, it's pink, it's pretty, it's metallic. Like, it'll work for you, but I definitely think that like the Wet n Wild formula is a lot better, and those are $5. So I would not waste your money on this. I'm not gonna keep it.
Okay, another highlighter that I'm not a fan of is the Estee Edit Flash Illuminator Fluid Powder. Okay, that description literally sounds like my dream. Like, I love powders that look like liquids, just in everything. Blushes, bronzers, because I feel like liquids look so much more natural. But this is so powdery. I don't know,
I don't know. It's so powdery, and then when you blend it out, like it is a very natural highlight, which I like, but it just looks, I don't know.
Like kind of like, not like,
it's like underwhelming
powder,
in the worst way. I can't even really describe it. It has a lot of positive reviews on Sephora, even though I think that the Estee edit is being discontinued. I really like the shade, but I have natural looking highlighters that I prefer a lot more than this, and I don't think it's worth the money.
Next up is a little highlighting palette. This was in a BoxyCharm, I think, and it's vintage by Jessica Lieber Skin, and it's just their highlighting palette. Let's see, does it have a name? Rose Quartz or Chocolate Diamond. And at first, I was like, oh, this packaging feels really cheap. I don't know, like the highlighters that come in these boxes usually aren't great. Not BoxyCharm in general, but just in like a subscription service, you know, because it's usually new brands. But then I started using it more and more, and I was like, these are like really, really pretty and really good quality.
They look a little dark.
Yeah, they are. Like I can use this one. The pink one is a bit much for me. I sometimes use it as a blush topper. And then I guess this one is called Chocolate Diamond. This one is still a little dark. Like in the summer I can use it, but it's really pretty. Isn't it like a unique shade?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a taupe,
like a light bronze,
like a taupe shade, yeah. And so I love the shades because they're so unique, and I love the formula. They almost also look wet on the skin, super finely milled, and they don't like have a lot of kickback, which is really nice. So I don't know, I've never really heard of this brand, but I definitely think they make good highlighters. Next up is my favorite cream highlighter. This is the Flower Beauty Glisten highlighter chubby in the shade Pearl Shimmer. I like painted my hand with it. It's so pretty. It's very natural looking. I always wear this when I'm doing no makeup days or just very light makeup, because I can easily just like warm it up in my finger and dot it onto the tops of my cheekbones. And I just love this shade. I think that usually when you see something that says pearl, it's very white and looks icy on the skin, but this looks so natural, and it's kind of a crazy formula because it is a cream, but it's almost cream to powder. So it dries down and it doesn't like move at all. It's really, really good. For the price for a drugstore brand, it's so good.
Next up is the Tarte highlighter in Exposed. I love this. First of all, I love the size. It is the same compact as the blush. It's a really nice size. This has a really similar formula to the Dose of Colors, where it's like very like pressed in there, and it almost feels like there's like liquid involved. Like it just feels, I don't know, it feels and looks very wet, which is what I love. And I think this shade is described as like a nude, and I love shades that match my skin tone.
Yeah.
Like that is what I aspire, and this one is like the exact same color as my skin. So I love this one. I can't say enough good things. I think it's totally worth the money. It's awesome.
Okay, next I have another cream highlighter. We recently got this.
We both have this, yeah.
We both have this. It's the Soap & Glory Glow All Out Highlight and Sculpt Cheek Stick. And I didn't think I would like this as much as I do.
Me either, and it's really pretty.
It's so pretty. So in the, what shade is it? It's called Ice Shimmer. So you would think it would go on like a white or a champagne. And it is like a true opal. It almost looks like Flexitarian, honestly. But in a cream formula, it's like so, I could just stare at it. It's like an opal. Like it just looks so pretty on the skin, because it has those like purpley reflex, which Carly said those help like brighten the face. And it looks so good on the skin. Like I love this. I should have actually put it in our favorites video, but that's okay, maybe next month. And they also came out with a blush and a bronzer, but they're both shimmery, and I have used the blush before and it was pretty, but I didn't love it. And then the bronzer, since it's shimmery, I don't really feel like you can use it in that way, but the formula is really nice. It's like a thicker stick, so it's not going to move around on your face or like get all oily or anything like that. We love Soap & Glory, so I'm glad they're coming out with more makeup.
Next up is the Cover FX Illuminator in Sunlight. I think this is their old packaging. I am going to buy Moonlight before the year is over. I really want it. And it's in that new silver packaging. This is just old, but I really like this formula. It's so natural looking. It is very powdery, but it doesn't look powdery on the skin. It just, like, you cannot even see this swatch. But then every time I put it on my face and I leave the house and I like look in the mirror on days I'm wearing this, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that looks so natural and so pretty. So I really love this formula. Like I said, I want to buy Moonlight, which is the lighter shade, and I will buy it before the year's over. And it's just a stunning formula if you like natural highlighters. And Cover FX is like a talc-free brand, which is really great. And they're really free of a lot of bad things for your skin, so highly recommend. Another natural highlight that I'm not a huge fan of is the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle. First of all, I hate this. I hate Benefit's packaging. I know people love it and they think it's so cute, but I'm like, what is with this box?
It takes up so much space.
I don't get it. And the scent of this is revolting, honestly. I don't want to be dramatic, but like, smell that. It smells like a fake flower. Like an old perfume. I don't know, but it smells just like their dandelion blush. I'm not a fan. I think that this does look really beautiful on the skin. Like I said, I really like natural highlights. I do like how it looks on the skin. I cannot deny. I wish it was a little less pink and a little less... It's not glittery, like there's chunks of glitter, but it definitely looks sparkly. So I wish if it was less pink and less sparkly, I'd like it, because the formula is so soft and it really glides on your skin nicely. But for those reasons and the scent and the packaging, I would not buy this again. So I think this is considered a highlighter. I'm not sure. I'm including it though. It's the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Candlelight, and this is really pretty. I could never use this just on my cheeks. Well, maybe if I like mastered and practiced, I could like drip some and then dot it on. But this is really pretty mixed in. Well, that's a dark one though, right?
It's a dark one, yeah. It's pretty mixed in with foundation though. Like if I have a light foundation and I want it, like a light matte foundation, I want it to be a hint darker and have like more of a glow to it. This is so pretty. Like they are just so, it's like literally metallic in a bottle.
Yeah, I couldn't use it on my face.
So pretty. Not on my face as a highlighter, but mixed in, or you could even mix it in actually with like a white moisturizer and create, that would be really pretty if you're not wearing foundation. So I do love that they're custom enhancer drops because you can really customize anything with them, and the packaging is really nice. And yeah, they're just kind of mesmerizing. I forgot to talk about this one when we were talking about the other ColourPop highlighters, but this, oh my god, what is the shade? They don't have them on here. Yes. Okay, this is the pressed highlighter in Here Kitty Kitty. I love this. It is just as metallic and reflective as Flexitarian, but again, somehow it just like doesn't look, I don't know, it doesn't look crazy on the skin, and it's so reflective. Like it looks wet also, like what we said, we love wet looking highlighters. And this shade is also very close to my skin tone, a little more pink than I'd like. A little more icy.
A little more icy, yeah. But regardless, I love this. I totally recommend it. I think it's like $6 and it's awesome.
I've hung on to this highlighter for far too long.
I already got rid of the one.
I know, I thought maybe I would use it on like a day that I was stepping outside of my comfort zone, but no. Like, first of all, I hate the packaging. I understand that it's sifted.
You didn't say what it was.
Oh, it's the Artist Couture highlighter in the shade Illuminati, the Diamond Glow powder. And I get that it's a powder, so it has to be in a packaging like this, but it's so messy. Like, I want everything in this type of sifter to have that cap. You know how some brands have the cap and you pull that up and then it comes out? Like, why don't they all have that? So this is just like pure glitter. Like, it's true.
It really is.
It's true diamond dust. Like,
yeah, great name.
Yeah, great name. And it's very pretty. Like, as an eyeshadow, I have used it as an eyeshadow before because I like wanted to get use out of it. And it's really pretty, but it has glitter in it. And it's just like a lot. But this shade, I feel like, is universally flattering. If you're going to get any of the glow, what are they called? Diamond glow powders. This Illuminati shade is really pretty on everyone, I think. But for me, I just don't really like it. But I will say the powder is very fine. So it blends out. Like, you can see I only used a little bit and I basically covered half my hand. So a little goes a long way. It'll last you a long time. And you could shear it out if you wanted. I'm going to keep it. Gonna give it a try someday. I only have 2 left. I'll save the best for last, and I love both of them. Next is the NARS. These are called like shimmer blushes. They have a weird name, but it's a highlighter and it's the Hot Sand shade. It looks really pink in here, and it definitely is
pink, but it's forgivable for me because I love the formula and just how it looks on the skin. It is just, yeah, it's kind of like an icy pink. Also looks like a sheen on the skin. So, so, so beautiful. I got this because Kathleen Lights raved about it, and my next one I got because she raved about it too. And I don't regret it. I think it's totally worth the money. It's so beautiful. This is another one that every time I wear it, I like, when I catch myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. And I like the pan size. I love NARS packaging.
Yeah.
It travels really well, and it's just a good size. And then my last one is my favorite highlighter. I wear this almost every day. It's expensive, but I think 100% worth it. It's the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in Highlight 01. It's very powdery. It has this nice smear. The packaging is so bulky.
Yeah.
You can probably tell. This was a dome, and now it's like flat on top because I use it so much. It's so powdery. There's so much kickback, but it just looks gorgeous on the skin. You probably can't even see it here. It looks so unimpressive when you swatch it, but it looks beautiful on the skin. I'm actually wearing it today. I wear it, like I said, almost every day. It is basically my skin tone, which I said is my goal, and it just leaves you with this most natural glow, and it just melts into your skin. 100% out of all of these, I would get this one if you're similar skin tone to us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what collection video you want us to do next.